This is Steve from Handyman Can of San Clemente, and this is our project on the van now. We're going to make a fill-in, maybe even a headlight cover that should update the front of this van without getting too glitzy, and here's how we're going to do it. Our first cutout, and this is out of polystyrene foam, and just too much of a mess to even work with, and it doesn't sand or file well. And what we've done is we've glued up some pieces of, I guess this would be called fluoro foam, and it doesn't seem to be affected by any type of fiberglass resins. So we've traced, I think you can see the trace line around our existing piece, and we're going to cut this out and see if we can't mount it in there and shave it to the form that we need it. So we'll see what happens. Where we're at now, we've cut our piece of fluoro foam and to the basic shape and temporarily secured it with screws so we can shape it. And uniquely, we want exactly the same contour as the front of the van. We don't want a big flat area, so that's the goal. We'll see how it goes. Okay, here we are taking a surf arm, basic automotive body tool, and we're going to try to get this shaped. I think we're going to have to probably build it out further to get the full curve, but there's some flex to this, so I kind of have to ignore it and do very lightly pressure with a surf arm. It cuts this can't get it out today. Cuts this fluoro foam really good, and the good thing about the green fluoro foam is it's not white. You can't tell it's anywhere. I'm going to keep working on this, and then we'll see what the final shape looks like. Okay, here you can see we've got it to the basic shape. Unfortunately, I shaved a little off the back prematurely there, so it would have been perfect. And you can see the headlight is right to the surface there, actually coming through. But this cover will only be like an 1/8 inch thick of fiberglass. But you know, it's looking kind of good. I think it's going to give us a little bit meaner, cleaner look. So we'll go on to the next step. We might have to fill in a little something here, so when we lay our fiberglass on there, it won't fall in, but not a big deal. Flex is more of a problem than anything. We really have to get it in this shape, and this foam is ultra thin in places. So we'll see what happens. Here we've put saran wrap over the entire area, and we're going to replace our foam insert, and then we can start glassing. We've got our saran wrap underneath, so we can remove this easily, and we've wrapped our first layer of fiberglass on there. It's actually going pretty fast. Of course, all the time is in the finishing of this thing, but there we go. We're ready for resin. Applied our resin. We actually laid up 2 sheets of fiberglass right on top of each other. It's not like we're building a boat or anything, so it's not really critical, so we can get a quicker thickness. So 2 sheets, impregnated it with the resin. Just stir up the resin in the little plastic thing there and used a painter stick to spread it on. It should go off pretty quickly because I probably used way more hardener than what you need, but I never really know what it is. So there you have it. And we'll go to the next step. Our fiberglass is hardened. We've dremeled out the holes where our screws are, and we've traced a line, a cut line, that will stay a little outside of so we can sand it and finesse it to the right shape. And hopefully the rigidity will be there with 2 layers of glass, because we want this piece to be very thin. And now it's time to take it off and take it to the bandsaw. Here's what we've got. This is the back side where we put all the saran wrap on so nothing would stick to the van. And there's our front side. And now we're going to take it to the bandsaw and cut it out. Okay, we're ready to cut out our piece here on the bandsaw. So here we go. We're going to cut a little outside the line. You can always sand off the extra, and always want to use protection on your eyes. Now we'll do our fairly close cutout. Again, we're going to stay on the outside of the line. It's a lot easier to make things smaller than it is to make them bigger. Have it. Pull off our saran wrap off the back. And there's where we're at. See how she fits.